If you missed part 1 and part 2, you can find the links down in the description below. And if you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on, you can join my Telegram group. You can find the link to that down in the description below. That's Team Crypto Atlas. With that being said, let's go ahead and continue forward with this indictment reading. During the AMA, Caroni and Smith made the following misrepresentations to SafeMoon investors. Caroni: we understand that situations may require the use of the LP. Users can include seeding other exchanges, creating more backbones, as well as in the last resort for development costs. But that is only, honestly, we haven't had a need and we don't foresee a need, in the future. So if you watched our other AMAs, you would have known that the LP is a last resort, and we have basically, I'm going to sum it up. I'm not going to read the rest of these tweets. Basically, if we are going to do something with the LP, we'll tell you, even if it includes locking it away. We usually do about once a week, but we let you know when we do it. Thomas. Then Smith goes on to say, of course, we got a lot of LP tokens, and look what we did. We locked them again and again and again, and we're going to keep doing it. And then, as John was saying, if something comes up that makes sense, we're going to tell you. And then we're going to, judge our reaction based off of your reaction. It's a perfect symbiosis of the community and what we're doing. It's awesome. Contrary to the defendant John Caroni's and Thomas Smith's representations on April 21st, 2021, concerning the SafeMoon liquidity pool, Caroni, Smith, and defendant Kyle Nagy continue to remove millions of dollars worth of liquidity from the SafeMoon liquidity pool and to secretly divert some of those funds for their own personal benefit. On or about and between May 6, 2021 and September 2nd, 2021, the defendant Thomas Smith used a wallet address he owned and controlled, Smith Wallet 1, to remove liquidity from the SafeMoon liquidity pool on at least 18 occasions. Through those 18 liquidity removals, Smith removed approximately 13.4 trillion SafeMoon tokens worth more than $70 million at the time, and approximately 160,894 BNB tokens worth more than $80 million at the time. Smith transferred a large portion of those tokens to digital asset exchanges for a SafeMoon business that was, in part, disclosed to SafeMoon investors. Of the tokens Smith removed from the SafeMoon liquidity pool using Smith Wallet 1, however, he transferred at least 4,659 BNB, worth more than 1.5 million at the time, and 194 billion SafeMoon, worth more than $570,000 at the time, to other wallet addresses he owned and controlled. On or about and between May 7th, 2021 and May 8th, 2021, the defendant Thomas Smith used a second wallet address he owned and controlled, Smith Wallet 2, to remove liquidity from the SafeMoon liquidity pool. Specifically, he removed 557 BNB worth more than $350,000 at the time, and 4.9 billion SafeMoon worth more than $250,000 at the time. Smith thereafter sold those SafeMoon tokens, together with other SafeMoon tokens he received from the defendant Kyle Nagy, for additional BNB tokens worth more than $1.7 million at the time. Smith used those BNB tokens to, among other things, buy luxury sports cars and make personal investments. The defendants misappropriated tokens intended for the SafeMoon liquidity pool. In addition to fraudulently removing tokens directly from the SafeMoon liquidity pools, the defendants John Caroni and Thomas Smith, together with others, also misappropriated tokens that were intended to be manually added to the SafeMoon liquidity pool. Shortly after SafeMoon's launch and continuing thereafter, the defendants John Caroni, Kyle Nagy, and Thomas Smith successfully listed SafeMoon with Crypto Exchange 2, a centralized digital asset exchange, the identity of which is known to the grand jury. As a centralized exchange, trading of SafeMoon at Crypto Exchange 2, as opposed to transfers of SafeMoon over the blockchain, would not benefit from SafeMoon's reflections and liquidity pool additions unless SafeMoon manually provided those investors with reflections and liquidity pool additions. The defendants, John Crony and Thomas Smith, worked with Crypto Exchange 2 to provide those benefits to its customers. Pursuant to agreements executed in or about April 2021, SafeMoon agreed to provide Crypto Exchange 2 with SafeMoon to be distributed as reflections on Crypto Exchange 2. As to liquidate pool additions, Crypto Exchange 2 agreed to send specific quantities of stablecoins to SafeMoon that were intended to be swapped for SafeMoon and deposited into the SafeMoon liquidity pool. Crony, Smith, and others marketed these features to current and prospective investors. Between April 23rd, 2021 and May 21st, 2021, a wallet address owned and controlled by defendant John Crony received more than $8 million in stablecoins from Crypto Exchange 2. These stablecoins were supposed to be swapped for SafeMoon and deposited into the SafeMoon liquidity pool. Crony and the defendant Thomas Smith, however, diverted a portion of these stablecoins into a digital asset exchange account owned and controlled by Smith. On or about July 1st, 2021, a wallet address owned and controlled by Crony sent Smith approximately $1.5 million worth of the stablecoins from Crypto Exchange 2. In turn, Smith withdrew $1.4 million in fiat currency to a bank account and transferred those funds to Crony's personal bank account. Count 1. Securities fraud conspiracy. The allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 59 are realleged and incorporated as if fully set forth in this paragraph. In or about and between March 2021 and June 2022, both dates being approximate and inclusive within the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, the defendants, Braden John Crony, also known as John Crony, Captain Hoddle T. Moon, Kyle Nagy, also known as SafeMoon Dev, and Thomas Smith, also known as Papa, together with others, did knowingly and willfully conspire to use and employ manipulative and deceptive devices and contrivances contrary to Rule 10b-5 of the Rules and Regulations of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, Title 17, Code of Federal Regulations, Section 240.10b-5, by employing one or more devices, schemes, and artifices to defraud, making one or more untrue statements of material fact, and omitting to state one or more material facts necessary in order to make the statements made, in light of the circumstances under which they were made, not misleading, and engaging in one or more acts, practices, and courses of business which would and did operate as a fraud and deceit upon one or more investors and potential investors in the digital token SafeMoon in connection with the purchase and sale of SafeMoon directly and indirectly by use of means and instrumentalities of interstate commerce and the mails contrary to Title 15 United States Code Section 78JB and 78FF. In furtherance of the conspiracy and to affect its objects within the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, the defendants Braden John Crony, Kyle Nagy, and Thomas Smith, together with others, did commit and cause the commission of, among others, the following overt acts. On or about and between March 5th, 2021 and April 5th, 2021, Nagy caused 3,811 SafeMoon LP tokens to be sent to the SafeMoon LP liquidity pool and removed approximately 83 trillion SafeMoon and 921 BNB tokens from the SafeMoon liquidity pool. On or about and between March 6, 2021 and April 5, 2021, Nagy transferred approximately 10.7 trillion SafeMoon and 710 BNB tokens traceable to the SafeMoon liquidity pool to wallet addresses owned and controlled by Nagy. On or about March 30th, 2021, Crony executed an agreement on behalf of SafeMoon with Crypto Exchange 2 to list SafeMoon as a token available to trade on Crypto Exchange 2 and represented, among other things, that 5% of a trading fee to be applied to SafeMoon trades on Crypto Exchange 2 would be returned to SafeMoon to be added back to the liquidity pool for SafeMoon tokens on Crypto Exchange 2. On or about April 4th, 2021, during an AMA broadcast to investors in the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, Smith told SafeMoon investors that, quote, "I personally hold none because I'm a software engineer." On or about April 5th, 2021, Nagy transferred $513 billion of SafeMoon traceable to the SafeMoon liquidity pool to a wallet address at Crypto Exchange One owned and controlled by Smith. On or about April 5th, 2021, Smith sold at Crypto Exchange One SafeMoon, which he had received from Nagy and which was traceable to the SafeMoon liquidity pool, and used the proceeds to buy another digital asset. On or about April 8th, 2021, Crony instructed Smith to exclude a wallet address ending in 6ABE from the automatic SafeMoon 10% tax and stated, "This is my wallet, well, the other wallet." On or about April 20th, 2021, Crony stated to investors on a social media platform, 10% tax, 5% to holders, 5% to LP. The 5% LP is split, 2.5% goes to locked LP. The other 2.5% is manually locked or left alone if needed for dev costs or to seed decentralized exchanges and exchanges. On or about April 21st, 2021, Crony posted to a social media platform concerning the SafeMoon liquidity pool and stated, quote, "The LP lock is not automatic, but automated. Automated and automatic are not the same thing. This is done for both security and longevity of SafeMoon." On or about April 21st, 2021, Crony posted to a social media platform concerning the SafeMoon liquidity pool and stated, "The LP is a last resort, and we will publicly go to the community and let you know if the LP will be used and what for ahead of time, #SafeMoon." On or about April 21st, 2021, Crony posted to a social media platform concerning the SafeMoon liquidity pool and stated, "Situations arise which may require the use of the LP. Uses include seeding other exchanges and decentralized exchange development costs of future SafeMoon innovations." On or about April 21st, 2021, during an AMA broadcast to investors in the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, Crony stated that there were situations, quote, "situations that may require the use of the LP. Uses can include seeding other exchanges, creating more backbones, as well as, in the last resort, for development costs. But that is only, honestly, we haven't had a need and we don't foresee a need, in the future." On or about and between March 13th, 2021 and April 24th, 2021, a cryptocurrency address controlled by Nagy sold more than approximately 2.84 trillion SafeMoon for $7.6 million worth of a stablecoin. On or about May 7, 2021, Smith redeemed SafeMoon LP tokens and removed approximately 3.4 billion SafeMoon and 50 BNB from the SafeMoon liquidity pool, a portion of which Smith transferred and sold using accounts Smith personally controlled at multiple centralized exchanges. On or about May 8th, 2021, Smith redeemed SafeMoon LP tokens and removed approximately 31.8 billion SafeMoon and 507 BNB from the SafeMoon liquidity pool, a portion of which Smith transferred and sold using accounts Smith personally controlled at multiple centralized exchanges. On or about May 13th, 2021, Crony and Smith, together with others, directed Crypto Exchange 2 to transfer approximately $8,542,217 worth of stablecoins to an address they controlled at Crypto Exchange 2, which stablecoins were to be added to the SafeMoon liquidity pool pursuant to the contract between SafeMoon and Crypto Exchange 2. On or about June 2nd, 2021, Smith used a cryptocurrency address he had excluded from the SafeMoon's 10% tax to sell approximately 194,868,236,117 SafeMoon for 1,931 approximately BNB, and thereafter transferred those proceeds to accounts Smith personally controlled at multiple centralized exchanges and swapped them for other digital assets and stablecoins. On or about June 17th, 2021, Smith transferred $150,007 worth of a stablecoin from a centralized cryptocurrency exchange to a third party with the note for CAR. On or about July 1st, 2021, Crony transferred approximately $1.5 million worth of stablecoins received from Crypto Exchange 2 to another centralized exchange account owned and controlled by Smith. On or about July 1st, 2021, Smith sold approximately $1.4 million worth of stablecoins he received from Crony in a centralized exchange account he controlled, transferred the proceeds to a bank account he controlled, and then wired those funds to a bank account controlled by Crony. On or about July 7, 2021, Smith redeemed SafeMoon LP tokens and removed approximately 1.01 trillion SafeMoon and 9,732.22 BNB from the SafeMoon liquidity pool. On or about July 23rd, 2021, Smith, using cryptocurrency addresses he controlled, sent 2,900 BNB worth more than approximately $860,000 and traceable to the SafeMoon liquidity pool to a third party's cryptocurrency address to purchase a custom Porsche 911 sports car and non-fungible token. Title 18 United States Code Section 371 and 3551 at SEC Count 2 Wire Fraud Conspiracy. The allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 59 are realleged and incorporated as if fully set forth in this paragraph. In or about and between March 2021 and June 2022, both dates being approximate and inclusive within the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, the defendants Braden John Crony, also known as John Crony, and Captain Hodl T-Moon, Kyle Nagy, also known as SafeMoon Dev, and Thomas Smith, also known as Papa, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally conspire to devise a scheme and artifice to defraud current and prospective investors in SafeMoon, a digital token, and to obtain money and property from them by means of one or more materially false and fraudulent pretenses, representations, and promises, and for the purposes of executing such scheme and artifice to transmit and cause to be transmitted by means of wire communication in interstate and foreign commerce, writing, signs, signals, pictures, and sounds, contrary to Title 18 United States Code Section 1343. And then it goes on here saying count 3, money laundering conspiracy. The allegations contained in paragraph 1 through 59 are realleged and incorporated as if fully set forth in this paragraph. We're going to go ahead and read through the rest of this to finish up everything here, guys. It are about and between March 2021 and June 2022, both dates being approximate and inclusive within the Eastern District of New York and elsewhere, the defendants Braden John Crony, also known as John Crony, Captain Hodl T-Moon, Kyle Nagy, also known as SafeMoon Dev, Thomas Smith, also known as Papa, together with others, did knowingly and intentionally conspire to conduct one or more financial transactions in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce, to wit, the transfer and delivery of United States currency, which transactions in fact involved the proceeds of specified unlawful activity, to wit, one or more offenses involving fraud in the sale of securities and violations of Title 15, United States Code 77 et sec, and wire fraud in violations of Title 18, United States Code Section 1346, knowing that the property involved in such transactions represented the proceeds of some form of unlawful activity, and A, knowing that the financial transactions were designed in whole and in part to conceal and disguise the nature, the location, the source, the ownership, and the control of the proceeds of specified unlawful activity, contrary to Title 18 United States Code Section 1956A, 1B, I, and B, to avoid one or more transaction reporting requirements under federal law, to wit, Title 31 United States Code Section 5313A, contrary to Title 18 United States Code Section 1956A, 1B, 2, Title 18 United States Code Section 1956H, and 3551 et sec. Criminal forfeiture allegation. The United States hereby gives notice to the defendants that upon their conviction of any of the offenses charged herein, the government will seek forfeiture in accordance with Title 18, the United States Code, Section 981A1C, and Title 28, United States Code, Section 2461C, which require any person convicted of such offenses to forfeit any property, real or personal, constituting or derived from proceeds obtained directly or indirectly as a result of such offenses, including but not limited to the real property, together with its respective buildings, appurtenances, improvements, fixtures, attachments, easements, and furnishings located at 240 Valley View Lane, Bethlehem, New Hampshire, 03574, and all proceeds traceable thereto. 1022 West 2200 North Pleasant Grove, Utah, 84062, and all proceeds transferable thereto. And 7700 Hidden Hammock Lane, Vero Beach, Florida, 32966, and all proceeds traceable thereto. If any of the above described forfeitable property as a result of any act or omission of the defendants cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third party, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, has been substantially diminished in value, or has been commingled with other property which cannot be divided without difficulty. It is the intent of the United States pursuant to Title 21, United States Code, Section 853P, to seek forfeiture of any other property of the defendants up to the value of the forfeitable property described in this forfeiture allegation. Title 18, United States Code, Section 981A1C, Title 21, United States Code, Section 853P, Title 28, United States Code, Section 2461C. A true bill, there's a signature there. It says foreperson. Another signature that's been blocked out says Breon Peace underneath it. United States Attorney, Eastern District of New York. And then here we got, well, side view. Try to read that for you guys. It just is the indictment. It says a true bill. And yeah, that's basically it. So, that is, that's a lot. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Feel free to share them down in the description, down in the comments below. I got to catch my breath, get a drink. If you guys want to stay up to date with how this progresses in the latest news, don't forget to hit subscribe, turn the bell notification on. You can join my Telegram group. The link is in the description. That is Team Crypto Atlas. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you're doing okay. At the end of the day, catch your breath, please. However your situation is with this. Remember, there's other opportunities that are out there as well. We still have to wait to see how this plays out. So just try to be calm, okay? God bless you guys. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. We'll see you in the next episode.